turning to the press review now. Now, one person is expected to survive the rumors of a shakeup within French President Emmanuel Macron's government, and that is Prime Minister Elizabeth Borne. That reshuffle, of course, making the news in French papers today, as our press reviewer Diptyque Laurent explains.
Well, and after months of pension reforms and more recently the riots following the police killing of a teenager, Interior Minister Elizabeth Borne was certainly under pressure. Le Point, that's a French right-wing magazine, says some even considered her demonetized, in other words, completely useless in her position. Well, she's been thrown a lifeline of sorts, the Élysée Palace communicating that she will stay Prime Minister ahead of what could be an expected reshuffle of Emmanuel Macron's government. Privately, the magazine says Macron actually did want to get rid of her, but he didn't have anyone better to put her in there to replace her. For her part, the Élysée says Borne will be making some adjustments going forward in her position.
Now changing gears, now heading across the channel. Nearly all British papers today are headlining on new medication that could help treat Alzheimer's patients.
Yeah, it's a major story that's pretty much dominating all the British papers today. It is this new drug, this new Alzheimer's drug that is being hailed a game changer, a breakthrough, a turning point for the Daily Express on its front page in fighting the crippling disease. Results from the clinical trial have confirmed that a new drug, donanemab, works quickly and efficiently as an antibody therapy targeting abnormal clumps of protein that are found in the brain, believed to be sort of the hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. Now, early results show the drugs work almost to clear 90% of these plaques that are found in the brain. Now, The Guardian also focusing on this on its front page. It says that experts are urging health regulators now to approve what some call a life-changing medication that could give access to millions of Alzheimer patients. Eli Lilly, donanemab's maker, has applied for approval of its drug in both the US and the UK. The Eye, another British paper today, explaining that billions of dollars and years of research have gone into finding a cure or at least some kind of treatment for Alzheimer's over the past decades with little results, and that's why this is such a big deal. This is really the first time there is hope of managing the disease. So being careful with the wording there. We're not talking about a cure. We're talking about making Alzheimer's treatable, much like diabetes has been made treatable with medication. The Eye also focusing on the fact that the drug is not risk-free. Indeed, 2 people did die during the clinical trials from brain swelling.
All right, Diptyque, we'll head back to France now because Le Monde today is reporting on a 500-page report into the Uber files, which looks at how the rideshare company benefited from great leniency by none other than the French government in its early stages.
Yeah, this is from the French National Assembly's Commission of Inquiry into the Uber files there, and it highlights multiple shortcomings of how government services reacted to the development of Uber and other platforms in France. A company like Uber, which, quote, had such contempt for the law, benefited from great leniency, for instance, deliberately circumventing regulations to gain a foothold against the highly regulated French taxis, but also forging a close relationship with Emmanuel Macron when he was economy minister. Furthermore, the report accuses Macron of having, quote, married his favoritism for Uber with his politics since his election in 2017. That damning report in today's Le Monde comes after 6 months of investigations.
Can't imagine how French rideshare companies feel about that. All right, finally from you then. An apartment for sale in San Francisco's Bay Area has gone viral on TikTok for its eye-watering price, but also because it's in an old office building.
Yeah, that's right. The listing is considered a steal at $500,000, excuse me, for 90 square meters, which actually by Paris standards is quite a steal. It's being promoted as being close to amenities like Starbucks, ATMs and FedExes, and that makes sense because it is actually in a strip mall. It is in fact an old office that has been hastily converted into a sort of apartment and being touted now as the sort of work-home mix that everyone's looking for, while also solving the housing crisis. However, the problem is, as you see, thanks to this TikToker,
you've probably been hearing they're converting
really
a lot of office space into
seems,
residential space to stop the economy from falling off.
She sort of gives us a tour, and you have a look.
And we're
That's
looking
where
at a
the
1,000
apartment
square foot
is.
apartment for half.
And here you see
Where
it's still
to
got the
start?
old
I think
office
living
lighting.
here might be
It's got
just as
the
soul-crushing,
pretty
if not more
awful-looking carpets there. And worst of all, let's see if we can show you the bathroom. Maybe at one point she shows us the bathroom here, which looks like the kind of bathroom you might find in an airport, in an airplane. It's a teeny tiny bathroom. And of course, as you saw there, the glass paneling still left in, so it sort of feels like you're sleeping in your bedroom / meeting room / break room. The video has been viewed over 700,000 times on TikTok. It sparked some hilariously sarcastic comments. One user saying it's a cheery bachelor pad for a recently separated dad facing a custody evaluator and years of alimony. I think that pretty much sums it up.
Indeed, sounds like one man's dream is certainly another one's dystopia, at least certainly mine. Tika Laurent with the Press Review. Thank you.